Any Questions is here to mark our 70th birthday with an audience that for the first time in 70 years consists entirely of men and women aged 25 or under. So who says the young don't care about politics? This lot certainly does. Now we go to our panel. Danielle Rowley was brought up on a Scottish council estate, the granddaughter of 4 political activists, the daughter of 2 political activists. Her mother, a trade unionist, her father, a member of the Scottish Parliament, and she had no urge to escape. Armed with a degree in journalism, she worked for Gordon Brown during the independence referendum, was elected to Westminster in last year's election, and now works for the shadow Foreign Secretary, Emily Thornberry.
Mental health of young people seems to be worsening. What role does the popularity of social media play in this, and what can we do to mitigate it?
The evidence is that 1 in 10 people aged between 5 and 16 in the United Kingdom, as elsewhere, incidentally, in Europe, have serious, significant mental health issues. The head of NHS England, Simon Stevens, says the overuse of social media can have a detrimental effect on children and young people. The average of 15-year-olds, a third of 15-year-olds, are on social media for 6 hours or more a day. Labour, Danielle Rowley.
I think, yes, there's huge pressures on young people, particularly these days. This generation is worse off than our parents' or grandparents' generation. When, I'm always billed as being a young MP, but even when I was growing up, if I was being bullied, I could go home at night time, at the weekends, and the bullies were gone, and I was just safe in my own home. But now, whenever I visit a school, young people are saying to me, well, you get online bullying and there's no escape from it. And then the pressures of seeing everyone else having perfect lives through a filter of Instagram is such a big pressure on young people as well. But, Tom's talking about being fit and active, and that's fine and well. Everyone should be doing that, and that will help with mental health. But what will really help is committed government spending on mental health. What we've seen since 2010, when the Tories got in, we've seen 5,000 fewer mental health nurses across the UK with a growing demand on them. That is not helping. We need to have a committed minister to mental health, which Labour would have, rehashing someone's job title so that it seems like the government have done something is not helping. And we need to listen to young people as to what would help them and not just look at what we think is best as politicians. We saw recently that more and more young people are being put on antidepressants because you can't get to see a therapist these days. The lists are so long, there's not enough counsellors in schools. It's a crisis that we have, and the government aren't doing enough.
Yeah.